Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's in JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about some crypto passive income journey itself. If let's say you are interested in basically growing your cryptocurrency more and more itself, and after that from there I would say if you do not know how to trade, you do not know how to do option trading, or let's say you do not have a single idea on how to basically enter with a DeFi or whatsoever, this video itself is for you. And after that I would say confidently say that I've been using the platform for almost 2 years, and after that from there I would say that I'm earning passive income without the knowledge and the hustle to basically do trading, and after that not like going to the DeFi space itself to basically go on to all of the contract itself to basically try my best to use some rewards over there, but instead I just deposit into this company itself, and after that from there they will do the trading for me, and after that from there I just use my rewards on that. So it might sound too good to be true itself, and of course on the content itself I'm basically gonna give you some of the updates that I have with Haru Invest, showing you some results and stuff like this, so you guys can basically decide on your own if you're interested into joining this platform. And of course this content itself, we're going to talk about the platform Haru Invest, and after that from that they are basically giving out like additional 3% more on your earn plus itself, and of course from there you can earn as high as 25% APR with the platform itself. So without further ado, if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly help me subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, and of course from there I would say I have a Patreon basically down below. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free to join my Patreon. And of course everything is free over here. The best thing that you can do for me is to basically click on the smash on the like button, and of course from there smash on the subscribe button. So without further ado, we're gonna basically jump into the content itself, talking what is Haru Invest. So this segment itself is for those who are new, and after that from there you have like come upon my video itself. So I would say I've been doing this type of content for a very long time, basically talking about opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. So if you want to know more about how can you make passive income in the cryptocurrency space, or better still make money online / passive income, just feel free to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the content itself. So over here I have the page basically talking about Haru Invest. So over here we can see that Haru itself is one of the Korean company that is already been here for almost 2 or 3 years, and after that I've been using their platform for almost 2 years plus. And after that I would say that you can see that this is all their programs that they're offering. The Earn Plus, which I previously talk about, basically getting additional 3% off this 13%, so you can earn as high as 16% APR. And for the Earn Plus itself, is projected to target up to 25% in APR, and after that from there this is a much more riskier game, but without anything itself, I would say both of these products itself has been making me positive use. Yeah, for the Earn Explore itself, they are going to use your funds to trade, and after that from there I would say definitely there is some negative results that might happen, but fortunately enough, through these 2 years itself I have never seen a negative return. And of course I would say during this time of the market itself, we know the FTX collapsing, and after that many company collapsing itself. So you can see that Haru Invest itself is one of the company that is still going, and after that from there I would say it's still paying out, and of course withdrawal happens every 24 hours after initiating it. And of course basically I would say on the platform itself is a mobile application. I would say you can use all of the features using the mobile app. For the web itself, I would say there is not much feature that you can use on the app itself. Instead, just only you can use it to deposit funds, open up your Earn Plus, and after the Earn Explore itself, if let's say you want to research on the marketplace to find like higher percentage yield that people are selling, and after that from there you can do that using the app itself. So we can just scroll down itself. They basically have 4.1 million plus total numbers of earnings paid to the users itself. Total transactional volume basically in out itself basically is 2.11 billion, and of course they have 140 members across 140 countries with members who is using the platform. So they are protected by BitGo. So BitGo is their custodian itself, and after that we scroll down itself, you can earn up to 30%, no other DeFi services, blah blah blah. You can read more on their website itself. Currently they are accepting XRP, US Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDC as they are one of their assets that they are basically going to generate your use on. And after that from there I would say scroll down itself. If let's say you do not want to use any program, they basically have 3 type of program. One is the flexible plan itself. Basically you can just deposit your funds and you can earn up to 4.5, 4.3, 6, 3, and after that 4.5 on their asset that is supporting on their Haru wallet itself, deposit, and after that from there you can withdraw anytime as and when you want it. And of course I would say the next part itself, the Earn Plus itself, is definitely one of the part that you must know that this over here is a lockup term, and of course the longer you lock up, the more percentage you are basically getting. So over here you can see for Ethereum itself, for Bitcoin is the highest, 12. Bitcoin is the lowest itself you can earn is 5.1, for Ethereum is 4.9, all the way to 11.5, US dollar 13%, 6.6%, and after that from there the USDC 5.1, 12%, and XRP itself is the longest itself is 10.5, and after the lowest is 4%. So I would say this over here is quite interesting, that you can basically select the time you want to lock up with. And of course I would say with this feature itself, you can't redeem your stuff earlier if let's say you are interested in sending your funds maybe for the 60 days or 90 days or even 365 days. You have to determine that this is the asset that you are not going to touch, not going to use before you lock up your term for basically 365 days or so. And after that, I would say for the next product itself is the Earn Explore. Over here, there's three types of Earn Explore itself: Bitcoin, US dollar, and after that from that Ethereum itself. So for Bitcoin, Ethereum itself standard 3 months lockup, and after that US dollar itself is only 1 month lockup. And of course you can see these are the targeted projection itself: 25% for Bitcoin, 21.5 for Ethereum, and after that 22.5 for US dollar. And after that I would say this over here, I'm going to show you the actual results later on the content itself. So without further ado, we're going to basically jump into the promotion that they are having. So with this promotion that is ongoing itself will start on basically 8 hours. As of now, I'm going to basically tell you the date, the starting date and the ending date itself. So we here get your seasonal earnings itself, basically wishing you a warmer year to the end of the crypto winter itself. And after that, you can get basically up to 3% more on your earnings itself. So you can give yourself with extra earnings, basically you yourself, you can lock up with them itself using the Earn Plus lockup itself. And after that, it is available only for a time period. Basically, you can earn additional 3% more on this holiday itself. I believe the 3% itself is when you lock up amount basically more than a certain days itself. And of course from there you can see they have this Frost Flash sales alert itself. Basically this over here, you can buy limited time and limited edition Frost at a discounted rate during their 2-day flash sales, and for even more earnings itself. So I'm going to explain to you later on what is this Frost itself. So when you scroll down itself, the promotion itself will start on the 23rd of December 2022, and after that it will end on the 5th of January 2023, 12 a.m. Towards this 11:59 p.m. UTC. And of course, if you scroll down itself, how do you earn itself is simple. If you have not signed up for an account itself, feel free to basically use the link down below to support the channel. And after that, from there you can see that once you sign up an account itself, on the 23rd of December itself, you can basically do a lockup itself. You can see the longer you lock up, the more you earn itself, and you can earn up to 3% compounded earnings basically just for the holidays itself. You scroll down itself, so they have a tier over here. It's simple to understand. So if let's say you lock up for 90 days itself, we're gonna basically head back to this page itself for the Earn Plus itself. Okay, so I want to block up some Bitcoins for 90 days itself. Okay, so for Bitcoin itself, as of today, we are looking at 7.7%. And of course, if you're going to lock up one Bitcoin for 90 days, you're getting 7.7. And of course, if you lock up on the 23rd of December, when the promotion has started, you are basically getting additional 1% on your lockup term itself. And after that, you will basically get 8.7% instead of 7.7. And of course, 180 days itself, if you hit over that, 180 days itself, we're getting like 9%. But of course, during the period, if you lock up your create a new Earn Explore itself, I mean the Earn Plus itself, you are basically getting additional 2%. So instead of 9%, you're getting 11%. And of course, lastly itself, 365 days to get the highest yield itself. So for Bitcoin itself, they are offering 12%. But during the time of this festive season of basically promotion that is ongoing, basically if you lock up 365 days, you are getting 3% more. And after that, basically you're getting like 15% in total. So we can scroll down itself how to take part. Simple as already mentioned it. Deposit your asset into the Haru platform, but of course the step 0 itself is to have an account first. So once you have an account, deposit your funds, and after that, step 2 itself, you can lock up to earn 1% for 90 days or more, and after that, from there 2% for basically 180 days or more, and after that 3% for 365 days, a full year lockup itself. So we here, make sure to turn on the auto renewals during the promotion. So this is for the existing member itself. I'm going to explain it to you. So step 3 itself is to enjoy your use in basically earning in crypto itself with Haru. So we here, the step this mention itself is for those existing users who have already have their Earn Plus lockup, and after that it is going to end soon. And of course from there, if let's say it's going to end on during this period itself, 23rd of December all the way to 5th January itself, when your expiry is going to happen here itself, you might want to basically enable the auto renewal itself. So when you do the auto renewal itself, depending on which tier it is on, so maybe you have a contract that has already been running for the 90 days, and after that from there it is gonna end on the 25th of December itself. If you on your auto renewal and it has hit the target of 90 days or more itself, you are getting 1%, 180 days or more 2%, 365 days another 3%. So this is how it's gonna work for this auto renewal itself. For those who are forgetful and after that from there who are interested in taking part itself and do not want to miss out this promotion that is ongoing. So if you scroll down itself, the Frost flash sales itself is much more interesting itself. So you can see it is going to start on the January 4th, and after that it's just going to happen 2 days itself, basically over here on the 4th of January towards the 5th of January. So what is going to happen is this is the Frost that they are offering. Basically it's a marketplace for people who are having their Earn Plus lockup itself. You can basically convert your Earn Plus contract itself into this type of Frost. And of course, from there, you can basically do an early redemption by selling your Earn Plus contract itself on their marketplace itself. So there's a way for you to basically end your contract earlier if let's say you need some funds or whatsoever, like unforeseen circumstances. Maybe you lock up for 90 days and after that within these 30 days itself some stuff that happen, your personal stuff that happen, and of course you need to basically withdraw your money itself. So what you can do is basically you can convert it into a Frost and sell it at a lower rate. So I would say it's offering a higher APY to those who are going to buy your Frost itself. So it's a very simple concept. You want it to basically end earlier, you can basically forgo the use itself and of course don't make a loss on it. So over here, sometimes you might need to make a loss to basically get people to purchase your Frost itself. So this is how it's gonna work. So how does it work itself for this Frost itself? So you can see on the day one itself, 4th of January, they're gonna offer their Bitcoin yields itself. So for the Bitcoin itself, they're gonna offer up to basically 2 Bitcoin and after that 0.1 Bitcoin as the minimum, and after that from there you can see there's a limited availability for this type of Frost itself. So if you head over to the marketplace itself, which I will show you over here. So over here, you head over to the free step itself. You can see on the marketplace itself, as of today, we click on the highest APR itself. I'll give you a moment to load. Basically, it is not loading yet. So I'm just going to explain to you. So they're offering 2 Bitcoin and after that available for 5 units only. So you can buy up to 5 Frost if let's say you have 2 Bitcoin to basically spend. And of course, you can see the yield rate itself is only 90 days and you are getting around 18.48% compared to this over here. So if let's say you're going to do a 90 days lockup, it's only offering you 7.7%. But if you buy their Frost itself, you are basically getting more than double of whatever it is. So if let's say you are interested in getting into this yield itself, I would say this over here is quite interesting. Basically only a 90 days lockup itself, you are getting like a very high rates, and after that I would say this over here is being offered more than whatever is shown over here. And after that, let's check the website, the app itself. Still not loading. So over here we can see the basically the freeze marketplace itself. We can see the marketplace, the highest APR that people are offering itself is 321 days of lockup, and after that you are getting like 14.78 at the end of the contract. If you click on it itself and you scroll down itself, you can see the total discount that the person is offering is 1% off the total contract, and after that you can see that the expected amount, final amount itself, you will get this amount at the end of the day, and after that you are basically buying the contract for 0.152 and you are getting 0.17 of this contract itself. So you can see that this over here has to wait for 321 days, so you're going to hold it for them instead. You're going to submit 0.152 itself towards the seller, and you will basically hold it for 321 days after you melt it. And of course, once you melt it itself, at the end of the whole contract itself, you're getting 0.172. So this is for those who are interested in basically scooping up like those kind of Frost that people want to basically do a early redemption on their contract itself. So the same is going to happen on the Haru Invest itself, the admins itself, the founders, the group, Haru group itself, they're going to basically offer this type of Frost out on the marketplace. And of course, whoever has the funds and of course the capability to do so, you can scoop up everything that you want during the first day itself, January 4. And for day 2 itself, they're offering Ethereum itself. So over here, I would say the yields itself is the same, similar to whatever Bitcoin is offering. So everything here is the same. And of course, the minimum entry itself is 3 Ethereum, and after that 7 Ethereum, and after that 10, and after that 20. And of course, the availability of units itself is the same, exactly the same, just that it's gonna be launched on the 5th of January itself. So for those Frost that is not being sold, I believe it is gonna be cancelled from the marketplace. So how do you buy the Frost itself? Already explained. Download the app, click on the promotional tab itself where it's gonna be listed. Just click on it, and after that you can pick the Frost that you like to buy. Over here, this is basically a demo of what is gonna happen in the future itself. So over here you can just click on it, and after that from there it's gonna basically tell you all of the details that is needed. And after that, we scroll down itself, you can see there's much more FAQ itself. You can see on this tab itself, why do I not see the free tab on my website itself, has already mentioned is that the application, the app itself that they are offering is basically a full-fledged feature that is offered on this marketplace itself. You can't really see it on the website itself. Therefore, I would say the web itself is limited to some features, but of course the mobile application you have full access towards it. So lastly, I'm going to basically show you my update on Haru Invest itself, which is the most exciting part, basically seeing real money, real value in the account. So over here I have my Haru Invest application pull out itself. So I scroll down itself, you can see almost 2 years. I mean, it's already 2 years with Haru, and after that, from that, this is the amount that I've earned from Haru itself, basically almost 0.5 Bitcoin. And after that, 3 Ethereum, and of course accumulated earning itself is almost 11,000 for this two years itself, you want to call it. And after that, from there, I would say of course you need to put in a higher amount to basically get more Bitcoin Ethereum itself. And of course I would say the US dollar value itself, if let's say Bitcoin is at 60,000 now, this value itself will be shown as like 60,000 or something itself, more than this amount itself 6 times, maybe 30,000 or something like that. So I'm going to show you the product that I have. Basically is the earn program itself. If you scroll down itself, I'm using the Earn Explore. And of course, as you can see itself, the Earn Explore itself is a 90 days lockup, and I've invested like 2 Bitcoin onto the platform itself. And you can see that the total profit as of today itself, every bi-weekly itself, they're gonna do every 2 weeks itself, they're gonna do an update itself. And for the total returns itself, you can see it's compound, so 0.5 at the start, and after that eventually another 0.4 plus to make it 0.9. Eventually within this 2 months itself, it has really generated like 2% in total returns, and after that my total portfolio value itself has really increased. Therefore you can see there's not much decrease. But if you scroll up itself, you can see the annual performance rate itself is showing at 13.09. So over here doesn't really matter because I still have 1 more month to go, and after that, from there I would say we're going to look at the end of the month itself. At end of the January 31st, I'm going to see the total value over here, how much it has really returned in total, and after that, from there we can see the APR. So over here I already said the APR itself for Earn Explore itself is a projected rate itself. It is not really telling you that you are guaranteed with this 25%, but this is the 25% that they have projected to basically hopefully to hit the target itself. But of course I would say with like many years of investment with them, I would say that their earnings itself is at a range of basically, I would say, maybe we can look at the previous contract itself that I have done plus. So over here we can see Earn Like the Best. If you scroll down itself, the projected return is around 17%, and after that we can see much more itself. Fine. Beyond staking, so for Ethereum itself is almost at 17%. So I would say the range for them to get is from 15% all the way to like 18% for Bitcoin itself for the for this contract itself. And after that, I would say this is like the best. So we have Bitcoin itself, yes, 19.26. So we here I would say there is some range previously of the past data itself does not indicate the futures reward itself. So I would say for the range that you can look at is basically for this projected itself, they say it's 25, but of course you can just look at the lower side that you can happen itself. As of now, I'm getting like 12%, but of course after 2 more months, if they are making profits, we can see like a 15% APR all the way towards 19% APR. So this is the range that you can basically look up for. And after that, from there, I would say for this Earn Explore itself, there is no way to convert it to the Frost itself. So I would say the Frost itself is exclusively only for the Earn Plus itself. So if you want to basically consider which approach to take itself, if let's say I would say at the start itself, I use the Earn Plus to basically get going towards the platform, and after that, from there, see how it works and stuff like this, then I head over to the Earn Explore to basically do much riskier stuff, because the Earn Explore itself, they use your funds to trade. Therefore, there is chances for you to get a negative result. But over the years of 2 years itself, I have not seen like a negative result. So I would say, if let's say you want to just I would say just do your own due diligence before you jump into this type of investment platform itself. And of course, note that this is the final the ending of the video. So I would say it's not your keys, it's not your money, it's the same concept. If you put your funds into the platform itself, and Haru Invest itself is a centralized entity, it's controlled by a group of people, and I believe that this group of people itself, they are trying to be ethical, transparent, and of course you never know if let's say they suddenly just want to rug pull, exit scam with our money or whatsoever. I mean, everything is possible in the cryptocurrency space. It is a wild west. Therefore I would say only invest the amount that you can afford to lose, and of course do not go and take up extra liabilities to basically jump into the wagon itself. And after that, from there, you do not want to lose a lot of money on the platform itself, though, so you can only put in whatever you are comfortable with losing itself. So I would say I've come to the end of the video. If you really like the video, kindly leave the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.